Give me a second, people. I'll get my shit together. Alright, sorry. I gotta lay this down a second. I've got my my high-tech phone holder, which is actually a wood clamp. I don't know what I'll do if I ever start doing projects like that again. And I broke my strap. Oh well, it'll be alright. Hi, I'm not a weirdo. That's a lie. I'm a total weirdo. Just not that kind of weirdo. Oh man. I keep every time. Well, hold on. Let me look at the chat first. Make sure there's people here that know what I'm talking about. What's going on, Constantine? What's going on, Christy? Hello, Vic. Who butters and any rolls asking for a friend? I don't even want to think about that. I still keep laughing. What's up, Cole? Every time when I told, I said something about Cole. What's his name? Telly's talking to me, and he's like, "Well, I did it for my fans." Like, this dude fucking thinks he has fans. He has people that use him, and that's pretty much it. I've never heard anybody say that they like Telly, ever. Yeah, it's open season on alts. Lots of love from Sri Lanka. Right on. We need all the love we can get around here. Looks like we might be getting a little rain. Oh, wait a minute. Is Lady Ghost Hunter in here? Or don't see her. Well, if she is and I missed her, then my apologies. Clown Forest has the hots for you. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, she was talking about Telly's charm. Boy, she's a glutton for punishment. I just think it's hilarious, and there's really no such thing as a vindication around here. I would make subtle hints that only look, Constantine. I've seen you say it yourself, so you know what I'm talking about. There's no. It doesn't matter if you have any kind of group chat bigger than about 3 people. Sometimes even with 3 people, there's a spy in there. I don't care who you are or what it's about. There's a spy. And of course, I've been getting fed information all along, but I got to be careful. I had to be careful. Well, I still will, because I don't want them to know who it was, and they don't want them to know who it was. But yeah, I would drop subtle little hints and not even say what it was about. And I know it drives some of you crazy, and that's part of the reason I love doing it. But they would either go live right away or on their next live be like, "Oh, Bill's lying about that. Bill's lying." But I never really said what I was talking about. They did. And I think it's hilarious. Yeah, are you talking about, I did see somebody say something about, who was it? Telly used his sexuality to get information. It's something, I don't remember what it was. It's like, dude, I've never heard a female even remotely. Yeah, repulsion is about the only thing I've heard them talk about with Telly. So, yeah. I don't know if Lady Ghost Hunter really said that, or she was joking, or I don't know. Undeniable sexuality. Wow. And I did know that Bobby Joe was in on reporting me to the ATF. I just didn't know anybody else knew about it. Well, I mean, other than the people that were in on it, I didn't know that had been talked about, because I don't watch Bobby Joe or PHI or most of them. I didn't know that was out there. But yeah, like they tried to have me swatted, but they keep sending people to the wrong Bill Powell. And at first when I knew that they had the wrong Bill Powell, I didn't say anything, of course, because I didn't know. I knew it wasn't my address, but I didn't really know what their address was. And so I don't remember what happened, but I felt like I should warn them in case something happened. And they're like, "Oh yeah, the cops already been here. That's okay. We'll cover for you. They don't need to know." I just asked them to tell me when more stuff happened, and like more stuff kept happening. So I'm like, just fucking tell them, give them my phone number at least. So they did, and we had a chat. Now the ATF doesn't rush every house they get a report on. They send the local cops. Well, everybody out here knows each other, so that's who they sent. And yeah, the people that called them just ended up looking stupid. But I forgot I was gonna send them that video about Bobby Joe endangering her kids with her gun. I'm glad that I was reminded of that. Ordinarily, I wouldn't do something like that, but since he tried to rat me out, then I think it's only fair. Man, they must have one of the highways shut down around here. There's a lot of traffic this morning. And like, I knew that that wasn't Warbot's real name. I mean, you know. So they've been harassing innocent people because they're incompetent. And I don't understand why they use those. Like, Truthfinder is horrible. Most of them are. They have. I've also seen them talk about being on Tommy's. Hey, what's up, Blues Rider? Tommy's OSINT team. Like, OSINT is, anybody can use OSINT. I don't know if they don't know that, because OSINT's a lot better to run emails with, or to find people's emails, than most of the rest of them. I don't know why they resorted, unless the other ones didn't tell them what they wanted to hear. I don't know. They're just really incompetent. I didn't know that they reported. I didn't know that they reported you, Constantine. What's wrong with these people? What's up, Pop Dirk Haktua indeed? I actually thought the Haktua thing was kind of cool. And then that girl's YouTube page popped up in my feed. I think she's still in high school. I mean, I'm not positive, but she was talking about getting clothes for the prom or some kind of dance. Yeah. I mean, the phrase is pretty cool, but when you take it into the context of it could be a high school girl, it kind of hits different. Oh, she does the same thing to me. I'm not even subscribed to her channel, but you know how it is. People like to fill you in on things, sometimes a little too much. And then she says, "Well, I don't even watch Bill," but she, she'll fucking scream about me for hours. I think it's hilarious. And now, everything that I have said about these people, they are all saying it about each other. And I think that's hilarious too. Oh yeah, they've accused a million. Yeah. I get accused of being alt all the time, but I'm not. Ain't nobody got time for that. Or my favorite one is they'll accuse an alt of being me while I'm live. Now, Grant, yeah, if you've got more than one device to use, you can get away with that. But um, and there are have been times when I've had more than one active phone. So theoretically, at times it would have been possible, but it's not really something I'm interested in. And sometimes when they say that shit, I don't have like an extra phone laying around. What's going on, Anthony? I gotta watch. Big Moose put up. Oh man, somebody's stream from last night. I want to watch that later today because it sounds. Ordinarily, I don't worry about watching that kind of thing, but apparently there's some good shit in there. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have watched the entirety of FCC stream. I like him. It's just that he's on so late or plays crappy music that I can't stand, so I click off. But when Tommy Boy got up there, he like I didn't know that he knew all this stuff. We have different. We have our leaks come from different places, so he did have some stuff that I didn't know. All right, Cole, would you kiss him if he shaved? How about that? And I haven't really looked into it, but I don't really believe that Jason Casey's mom is really a like if they really had access to a PI, they wouldn't be constantly putting out wrong information. And this is another thing I laugh at Tilly about is one time he told me, "Oh, I'm a good judge of character," but like he was lined up with Jason Casey, and that motherfucker lies as much as Jeff. It's just that he's not as sloppy about it, and that's why he's after me is because I called him out for lying about a few things. It's not that hard to keep it 370. So that's what I gotta wonder is Nunya brags about um, doing the research for Tommy or whoever, but if she gets this kind of shit wrong, just imagine how much shit they're getting wrong. That might be why Tommy has caught the wrong people so many times. Woke up to a bat in your kitchen. Damn. I have a bat in my belfry, but I was born with it. I've had bats in my house too. It just doesn't really bother me too much, but it's the other people. I I used to rent out like my basement and the extra bedrooms in my old house. Oh, there's the sun. It's starting to come up. And this dude I was renting to, we know like we worked at the same place except we were on different shifts, and we partied together and stuff. And he knows that I sleep with multiple loaded weapons near me. And one night, about 3 in the morning, I hear, and he was a pretty good sized dude. I hear boom, 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 boom. Somebody running up the steps because my bedroom was on the top floor and his was down in the basement. So I'm thinking jealous husband, and I could hear somebody screaming unintelligibly. So yeah, I'm thinking jealous husband. So I reached over and grabbed a 45, and uh, he's lucky that I like to know what I'm shooting at before I pull the trigger, or he could have very easily gotten wasted. So he's screaming, screaming, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on, man? What's going on?" There's a bat, and he was holding a baseball bat. And I said, "Yeah, yeah. What about your bat?" And I'm looking at it to see if there's like if he beat somebody with it, looking for blood. The sun's really coming up fast. Turns out there was a couple of bats in the basement with him. Oh, come on. Car. There we go. It's raining, so you won't be on the track. Right on. Yeah, I was gonna send people your way. Where's your dedication goal? Come on, man. I'm joking. I don't blame you. Well, maybe it'll stop. Oh shit! What did I just do? Maybe it'll stop raining by the time you get out there. Oh, you're still gonna walk, right on. If you want to throw up your Instagram, Cole, go for it. Oh, well, happy birthday, Colton. It's the same time here. I'm a couple miles north of you in Indiana. What's going on, Miranda? Yeah, Kansas is. I don't think I've ever been there for a sunrise, but I've driven across Kansas on my way to other places, and no thanks. 8 hours of flat, just flat brown grass in the summertime. The occasional oil well or cow, till you get about to west of Topeka. I tell you what, if I had my way, I would never have been in a Walmart. I hate shopping, especially Walmarts. I actually haven't been to a Walmart in probably about 4 months. Tell you what, though, you see people in there, I don't know if they have just achieved a being of not giving a fuck that I can only strive for, or if they don't realize how fucking ugly and sloppy they are in their fucking egg encrusted pajamas. Gotta do it when the grass is green. Some of the greenest ever. Right on. They roam beside the roads here too. Not so much out here in the country, but along the highways they do. I would rather drive through the mountains any day. That's something, as you can see, we don't have around here. They ain't got white Reese's in your neighborhood? I thought that was a crime. It's also racist as hell, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, Blues Rider. Karen videos are hilarious. Oh, shit, I just do. Oh, that made it even harder to see. There we go. Asian chili. I don't think I've ever had Asian chili oil. You can live a long time off of Reese cups. And honey buns. The oil with the dry soybeans in it. Do I own that big windmill? No. No. And I do not get free electricity. There's a whole bunch of windmills out here. It's about the only thing that's growing really well this year. They are a lot bigger than they look. I've been watching them build the damn things over the last 2 years. I hate the freaking things. I like to be able to look out here and just look at sky. Not freaking windmills. There is an old windmill back here by the house. Not nearly as big as these. It's only about maybe 40 foot tall. But it used to pump their water. It didn't make electricity. I was just thinking, I haven't seen my life around in a long time. Damn it, more cars. There's been like 10 cars in the last hour. It's getting to be so there's no such thing as a quiet neighborhood anymore. I think they must have one of the highways shut down around here. That's probably where all the extra traffic's coming from. But I'm glad you've just been busy and nothing catastrophic happened. Yeah, I show the cars sometimes, but I try not to. Usually they're going by fast enough you can't see the people anyway, but I wait till they're on down the road enough that it won't hit their license plate. I'm not a weirdo. Right on, Christy. I'm gonna try to go to bed too after I hang this up. Yeah, Cole, just so you know, on when you do your Instagram lives, you can have moderators on there just like here if you're worried about uh, well, if you're private, you don't have to worry about it anyway, but um, yeah, if you want to try to get a bigger audience and you're worried about trolls, you can have admins on there, just like on. I've never actually done it. I don't have any admins on there. And as far as I know, I'm not an admin on there, so I don't know how great it is, but you can have them. Would I like to be one? I mean, I don't care. I just don't rely on me because I'm usually asleep when you go live. So there are probably better people to pick. YouTube wants you to verify. Yeah, if you're gonna go live on there, they want you to verify, but like you can change your email on there without starting a new account if you don't want them to know your real name. But yeah, they do want you. They want you to have two-factor authentication to be able to go live, which I think is bullshit. It should be up to me, but there are a lot of people. Oh, that's something else I was going to talk about. If you ever get an email, something about what if it says anything at all, even if it looks like legit email. If it wants you to sign into your account or whatever, don't do it. Go through actual YouTube, because people do get, even big creators that you would think know better have their accounts taken over. But a few days ago, I advertised is the wrong word, but whatever. I put up a link to watch, what is it, Punching Pedos or something, whatever it's called, and it's all videos of. There's a lot of depth stuff on there of predators getting beat the fuck up. Yesterday, there was a video uploaded to it that amounts to softcore porn. I mean, like, you can see the whole back of a naked girl and she's getting spanked. I think that account was probably hacked, because they've never shown anything like that before. And certainly, that's not the kind of thing that I would promote anyway. I mean, it doesn't offend my sensibilities, but people aren't there for that shit, so. Yeah, that's right. My life, but it should be up to me, you know. All right, Miranda, take it easy. The MySpace days. Yeah, but you were considerably, and I do mean considerably, younger then. The thing is, though, is smart people fall for stuff a lot too. You know, the criminals just get more sophisticated, or maybe you're just not. Maybe you're just in a hurry or whatever. But there's been some bigger creators that know a lot about YouTube that have had their channels taken over. Instagram too. But yeah, just don't. They'll make it look totally legit unless if you know um, how to look at the actual, not IP address, but whatever. But yeah, they'll look totally legit otherwise. So don't answer to an email. Go through YouTube, because if it's important, they will message you on there. Yeah, yep, absolutely, my life. Once they have your email address, which isn't hard to find, they just start trying passwords, and people do use that exact one a lot. Yeah, and don't make it your birthday or your kids' birthdays or anything like that. God save you. Oh, gosh. I couldn't tell, was that one of the retro Jeeps or was that like an actual Wrangler? I like the old Jeep Wranglers and CJ5s and any of the old style. What's up, Admiral? Look, you guys got to remind me to stop staring at the sun. Yeah, I like the '90s ones too, but I also I like the old ones. Well, fuck, I keep forgetting how old I am. '90s is pretty fucking old. Shit, I was gonna hang it up, but Batmom's here. Yeah, they don't want you to. You're not supposed to use the same password for everything. My mind is the best security ever because I can't ever remember my fucking passwords to anything. Show the pets. The pet cemetery isn't really all that close to here. I mean, by car it is, but unless you're talking about our actual pet cemetery, but there's nothing to see. We just chunk them over the fence in the back. One of these days I'll take you guys. I've taken you to a couple of cemeteries, but I think it's been probably about a year since I've done that. One of these days we'll go and visit some of the old ones we got around here. We have quite a few real small ones that has like 10 people buried in them. Because I mean, back in the day, people just buried their relatives like in their yard, pretty much. And there were some from the late 17 to early 1800s out here. Most of them you can't read the headstones. There's probably a lot more without headstones, but some of them stuck in. Show the corpse in the shit. No. No. This is really blinding me. You guys got to remind me not to stare at the sun. If you guys get that 501c3 figured out, I have a Cash App I'd like to add to it. Yeah, that's true, Constantine. Unless you do something really good or something really bad to get your name remembered. Doesn't really take very long, and pretty soon there's nobody left alive to remember you. Pounds? What is that in white people's money? I'm not sure what the exchange rate is anymore. Anymore. Not that I ever knew. Oh yeah, that's true too. Like you can be a good dude your whole life, but the minute you lose your temper and do some fucked up shit, that's what people will talk about. And when I say fucked up shit, I don't necessarily mean like walk into a Walmart with a gun. Not even that bad. I mean, that's abhorrent too, but not a weirdo. most definitely the victors write the history books. Just think if Germany had won World War II, we would be reading about this entire race of evil people that were exterminated to benefit us all. That's what we would know about Jewish people. And Jen A would be very happy. What's going on, Jenny T? She kept saying 7:30. Oh, so that wasn't a typo on the Admiral's part. Who was that, Jenny T? Can we take a moment to point out that Lady J dated Midwest Red Beer before FM, but FM supposedly hit her up right after the divorce. Yeah. I actually kind of felt bad for Lady J when FM was going off on FCC. Like, I was embarrassed for her. And I've seen the DMs between FM and more than one female. When they get sick of him and dump his ass, he threatens them. And, like, calls them, messages them, like, back to back to back to back if they don't answer him. And he always says the same shit to them. Your husband won't tell you good morning, but I will. Your husband won't tell you you're beautiful, but I will. Like, it's the same shit with all of them. And it really does seem like he tries to talk them into kicking their husbands out of the house so he can move in. It's like the dude has not been able to put together a life of his own, so he wants a ready-made place. That's something else that got me last night. Listening to FCC stream is like they blamed Ray for the Tommy Boy docs, and like all of his supposed friends let him. Like, nobody stood up and say, it wasn't Ray, it was me. Like, none of them did, as far as I know. But that's whose clique he decided to come back with. Maybe that's why he hasn't been. I shouldn't say that. Not a weirdo. I was told a few days ago, and it's possible he's been live between then and now, but I was told that Ray hasn't been going live here lately. Yeah, Jenny, FCC stream last night was good, especially when Tommy Boy came up. Big Moose put up somebody's stream. I saw that he put it up last night. Now I can't remember whose it was, but it was supposed to be a pretty good one. I'm going to try to watch that later today before somebody... Cement mixer. Oh, we'll see if this motherfucker makes the curve. He's kind of hauling ass for a cement mixer. Oh yeah, he squeaked right through there without even having hit the brakes. Must be a local guy. But anyway, Big Moose put up somebody's stream last night. I just can't remember whose it was. It's supposed to be a good one. Exactly, Batmom. Who needs enemas with people like that? Hey, what's going on, Tanya D? Good morning. It's been 4 months since Rami went live, really. Is he in jail? You want to go live, but you need 20 subs. Throw up your link, Anthony. Well, yeah. Yeah, not every guy likes the same kind of female, regardless of what commercials would have you believe. Fuck, I'm behind in the chat on it. Yeah, you can absolutely drop his link. I'm curious. As far as I know, Anthony's only ever been up on one panel, and it was mine, but he didn't say a damn thing or show himself on camera, so does it count? Yeah, I can make a community post for you, Anthony, no problem. Yes, you'll have to remind me because I'm terrible about forgetting to do stuff. Yeah, I remember that, Anthony. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, I remember why you didn't say anything. Yeah, and after you get your 50 or whatever it is you have to have now, they say that you can go live within 24 hours, but mine took like 2 weeks. I don't know why. I checked it after 24 hours or so, and it wouldn't let me. And then I checked every day, sometimes twice a day after that, and it. I think I quit checking it every day after a week. But yeah, it was about 2 weeks before they would let me go live. You can go live like with StreamYard. You don't have to have. You can go live through a third-party app without having whatever their minimum is, unless they've changed that too. All right, y'all. I can't look this direction anymore. The sun's destroying what's left of my corneas. Well, for one thing, and I used to weld, and you get flash burned. I don't care how careful you are. At some point, you're gonna get flash burned, and it's usually the guy next to you that does it. Wow, look how fucking tall I am. I got some long ass legs now too. All right, guys. Right on the other side of that is Narnia. Not the cool part, more like the trailer park part, but it's over there. Let's see if there's any. Yeah. This is one of the trees that I collect sap from to make incense or make a lot of stuff with it. A few different kinds of medicines, glue. You can make a hell of a glue out of pine sap. And I always thought that, like Indians used to burn it, the crystals, to relax. And I always thought maybe it was all in your head or whatever, but they've actually done studies, and if you melt it, it actually releases terpenes, which is what turpentine comes from, but you don't want to smell that. And it does have an actual physiological effect to calm you down. So it's kind of like a poor man's Xanax, except you don't want to eat it. You can, it just doesn't taste very good. What's going on, the Grand Twomper? Monetized in 2 days, damn. Man, going viral looks like a big pain in the ass. I have a hard time keeping track of, or I do try to read and answer every single comment, but there's no fucking way. I mean, I could do it, but I try not to dedicate more than 20 or 30 minutes a day to answering comments. And then you get weirdos in there that you have to watch out for. Where people start arguing. The very first video I ever had that got over 20,000 views, I nuked because some idiots got into an argument about something completely unrelated, and my notifications kept going off and driving me nuts. I could have just turned off the chat or got rid of them, but I said fuck it and got rid of the whole damn video. What do you mean you don't have to fuck every person of the opposite sex that you talk to? Why not? Dr. Mortician, I hope you're not taking your work home with you. Get it? Taking your work is a mortician. Never mind. Yeah, I bet you do, Jason. You guys see some messed up things that humans do to each other. Yeah, I've always wondered about what the 32 inches means. I know what the rest of it means. 33 is a Masonic number. I know that. Because they have 33 degrees, and 33 is a 33 is one of those numbers that fits into a lot of things. Oh, 32 is the highest degree of troll. Okay, well that's cool. I get that. Granny T. Oh shit. Well, if the goat rode you, then I know you're the real deal. Yeah, we had a pretty good sunrise. earlier, Jules. I mean, there's no really such thing as a bad sunrise, but you know. So is Julie basically done with the community? I heard she hasn't been live on her channel in a while. I have no clue. Maybe she finally came down out of her manic episode and realized that she's made herself into a meme. Oh, your dad's almost there. We had a Masonic lodge in my hometown. And I went down to Indianapolis to the Scottish Rite Cathedral where the headquarters is at because I asked if I was interested in it. And I think some of this stuff's really cool, and you can, like, if you know a Mason and they happen to be your bank officer, you're pretty much guaranteed to get, whatever. And that goes for like law enforcement and a lot of other things too. But I just didn't have the time, man. And they have relaxed things from what they were years and years ago because they were having a hard time. People are just lazy. They don't want to study anymore. Because you do have to do a lot of studying. It takes an incredibly long time to work your way up there too. Yeah, they're not allowed to talk about it. They had and I don't know if this is all the headquarters or just that one place, but they had a sword hanging from the ceiling, like 50 foot up, and it was just hanging by a string. And like if you happen to be under it when it snaps, I guess you're just fucked. I'm free to talk about it because I'm not a Mason. Oh shit, Constantine's about to get some feet pics from Christy. All right, y'all. I'm not up early. I'm still up from last night, so I'm gonna hang this up and try to sleep for a couple hours. But as always, it was a pleasure. Well, not always, but these morning ones are usually pretty chill. Yeah, Grand Twomper, it really is. I mean, they have a code of ethics that you have to follow. You hate how A certain catcher talks about Masons. Yeah, a lot, a lot of that stuff about them being this, that, and the other. Um, of course, they have people like that in there, just like any other cross section of society. But, um, like for the most part, that shit's not true. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that they will kick you out over certain things like that. Oh, you like the cornfield? Thanks, Joshua. We have the Mexicans come in and paint it every 2 weeks so it's nice and green. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Have a nice fucking day.